Okay, this is a heavy beast.
But to lift the lid off, we pull the handle down at the back, lift her off, slide off the clip.
It's brand new.
There she goes. Yeah.
Did Stephen ever use it?
Yeah, I would probably think that this engine's probably got about 30 or 40 hours on it at the most. If you aim for the centre of the back, so just slow down a little bit, just have it in tip over.
We're just wrapping up a week in Trinidad where we spent a lot of time on the water with Captain Paul showing us the ropes. So we're getting way better at handling our own vessel, feeling comfortable working all the lines. Bora here is becoming really good at docking and getting on the mooring ball, and she's good at the helm. Today is Dinghy Day, so let's look back and see how we got this far.
Got my hat.
So when you're launching the dinghy, you can launch it with the wheels on, and then the back is just held in place with the pins. When you're in the water, you can remove the pins, flip the wheels upside down, and replace the pins in probably this hole and this hole here, and then the wheels are out of the water and the dinghy will just act like normal.
Okay, just pull out the bottom one. It
Excellent.
flips up. It pivots.
Yes, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Okay, this is a heavy beast.
That thing's heavy.
So what we've got fitting here, obviously this is the stern, and you've got the same thing in the bow.
Oh, yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
You need that?
No, these are fitted in here. We leave them in here. These are your points. These are the points for attaching to the davits.
Okay.
So the davit bits come down, you clip on, and we hoist up, we pull up on the davits, and those are the points there. Two paddles which fit into the davits on the side there, one on each side. You've got obviously your plug, which we've discussed, which we've mentioned. So the plug will go into this hole here, like so, and then cock up, and it will slightly expand the plug, so it will lock into position, so you can't actually pull it out.
Great.
And then obviously pull it down, pull it down. We'll leave that in now. Your points for inflation, which are here, there's 3 of them. So this dinghy is made up with basically with 3 chambers, so that if you get a puncture in one of them, the whole dinghy doesn't just collapse, you can still actually make it to shore. So you've got one on each side, and one for the bow, which is here, and then again one on that side there. Okay. And in here we have your some baby frogs. They've come back. I cleaned all them out the other day, but they're gone. So we have hopping around in there. We have our anchor, our little baby anchor, just if you do need to drop her out anywhere.
All right.
With a line on that. And we have a baler for scooping out water. And come on, froggies, out you come. Start jumping out.
Lots of baby frogs.
Yeah. I took about 6 out the other day. So this is your pump. And so that obviously fits into there. And then twist. Simple as that. And then you pump, just put your feet on it, up and down. Now we're quite careful here because of the heat and the direct sunlight and stuff, which is why we try and keep it covered. Overinflation and then putting it into the sunlight is going to make it expand, and then you'll start breaking all the seams, the seals. So we're going to pop a little bit out.
Okay.
And all you do with that, again, remove the clip, and the little red bit is just literally pushes in. If you ever get a leak, if you ever do actually get a leak on this dinghy, unless you're out on your own somewhere and there is no ability of getting somebody in to do it, I would recommend that you find somebody at least with a reputation or professional that are repairing them, because home repairs on these don't last 2 minutes.
Got it.
You buy the AB approved repair kit in Budget Marine, and it comes in a tube, and you've got a few various little patches and a few set of sizes, and they're special glue that they say is their special glue. But any of the guys, there's only one guy here that repairs these that I use, and he uses a high-flow material, and he brings in a product from Canada or Germany or whatever, and it's like an epoxy hardening glue, and it's just a higher quality and a lot stronger. So if you do ever get a serious leak in it, I recommend you get somebody professionally to actually fix it. It will last you a lot longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, there she is. Now we know she's not a 9.9. We know she's a 15 because the plate tells us so. But the 15s are highly desirable to outboard thieves. So what we've got, just a few basic bits on here in terms of maintenance, and I'm talking literally, unless you're going to get into servicing it yourself and really taking it apart. Yeah, you can take the carburetor out and clean it, and YouTube will tell you everything you need to know. But to lift the lid off, we pull the handle down at the back, lift her off, slide off the clip.
Looks brand new.
There she goes. Yeah.
Did Stephen ever use it?
Yeah, I would probably think that this engine's probably got about 30 or 40 hours on it at the most.
Okay.
If that.
It just looks brand new.
It comes, yeah. He's always kept it clean. And I know I bring it out every month. We wash it, we flush it, we run it through fresh water. I just spray it with WD-40 just to make sure everything's all clean inside, all the moving parts, so all the accelerating parts, all the springs, bits and pieces. This is your basic maintenance of the engine. It's literally anything that moves, we move it, we spray it up with WD-40. Especially down to these bits here, the clamps, which actually go onto the engine. These bits, keep these lubed up, actually get a little bit of waterproof grease like they've got on here. You've got a little fuel filter back here. Don't tend to get any real issues with them. You can take those off and do it. Obviously you've just got little circlips on your lines there. That's one to keep an eye on just for that. Moving around this side, spark plugs at the back. Again, real basic service level of stuff is not hard to do. And that's it. I mean, I would suggest once a year having it serviced professionally and let them strip it down a little bit. This is probably one of the most important things I will ever tell you. This is your kill switch, okay? Dead man switch, lanyard. This is what causes 99%, in my opinion, of accidents on outboard engines. And I don't care if it's 9.9 or 120. This little bit here, this clip fits onto this, like this. This then is attached, so you can put it back on itself. Whoever is ever driving the dinghy must have this on. Pass it back on there, put it over your wrist so it pulls tight, okay? And operate the dinghy like so, with this on your wrist. If you fall out of the dinghy for any reason, this, let me not stretch it like that, will pull out, you go in the water and the engine will cut off immediately. These deteriorate quite quickly in the sunlight, and they're extremely cheap to buy in relationship to what they do as a function on the boat. So it might get yourself a spare one. Just watch the clip that you're buying, because different engines have different sort of clips. The Yamaha one is always quite a thin. There we go. Let me spin around to do a little dance. Here a second. I'm going to sit there just. Okay. And then if we tighten her up, she rests up. And what I tend to do is have them so they're both facing in together. If it'll go round that far. If it won't take, you can take a turn off. If it won't go that far around, Steve.
Take a turn off?
And then what I tend to do is put a padlock between them. So I'll use a padlock and actually lock those two together.
I like it.
Just so that it's got a little bit of security on it.
I like it.
So we know what's going on. There we go. Cool.
You know, we've been dragging this tire the whole way.
You serious?
No wonder it was so hot.
No wonder it was so bloody. Deborah's job was to monitor tyres stuck underneath the trailer.
I did not look
No,
under.
I didn't. No wonder it was so bloody hard to. No wonder it was hard and heavy.
They were dragging this the whole time underneath.
Good job, mate.
Big
Good job.
sillies. Well,
See,
you
I'm
spotted
feeling
it.
a lot more. I'm feeling a lot better about myself.
How
having
buff
dragged
you
that.
two are.
Found a slight flaw with leaving the wheels on.
Oh. Yeah.
Slight flaw.
Slight flaw.
Slight flaw with leaving the wheels on.
Push the choke back in straight away. And we're just making sure we've got water coming out the pee hole on the engine, which I shall show you in a minute.
I see it. Pee hole.
Just give it a little squeeze and just make sure there's fuel in there. And that should be it. Now when you come to start, obviously the kill switch has got to be in.
Yeah.
It's got to be in place. Stick this around your wrist. Now, throttle. Are you both right-handed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always tell people or encourage them to drive with their left hand, so they sit on the right hand side of the boat and drive with their left hand. Simply because this operates like a motorbike handle.
Yeah.
So it's that towards you. Sitting and doing it the other way is not a natural kind of feeling to me personally. So I encourage people. So we've got the throttle here, and then the gear lever is here at the side. So that is in neutral at the moment. Doesn't allow those. That is forwards, neutral, and reverse. Quite often when they're not winning, they won't go into reverse. So, but when we go out, we'll see it move into gear then. Forward and reverse on the side. So when you're slowing down with these, quite often you'll swap hands. So you'll actually put this hand so you can control the gear lever, and you're just ticking over. You're not actually putting the reverse on. Just keep your eye out for this jet ski, mate, that's ploughing around down here. Because they just drive like dicks.
Just dicks.
Just dicks, mate, that is it, yeah. There's no other way.
We didn't get putting the engine on the boat. Wasn't terribly graceful. And we needed all three of us doing stuff. So there was no camera operator for that.
I'm doing the lock.
Undo the lock.
This is where the engine would sit on long sea passages.
Down.
Coming down.
He's lowering it.
Go slow.
Very slow, mate.
Onto the boat, not into the water. Success.